The following are some hints and tips from a recent training course, but may be useful to anyone who's beginning to write rules with policy modeling. This first chapter deals with some basic thoughts discovered in the first part of the course. Consider the following rule. The order is complete if the order's status is equal to completed. Trap number 1 for learner rule writers is, of course, formatting, remembering to add the correct markup so that policy modeling will understand your rule. In the example above, it is likely that the order status is accompanied by an order line status, as in most cases of entity models received from ERP or CRM. So our next rule is always check the entity model and the accompanying attributes in the policy modeling window before writing or thinking about how to write your rules. The next tip is to always consider the context of your rule writing. The order was completed if the order status equals completed. First of all, one should always search for simplicity. Does this rule need to be written using the imperfect tense? Should it be written in the present tense, which is generally the accepted idea? The order is completed. The usage context means you should also take into account how the rule base will be used. Will it be an interactive interview involving an interviewer and an interviewee, or will it be simply used as a web service in the background of an integration with a CRM? If it's an interview, you will have to think carefully about who will use the interview. Will it be the customer directly? Will it be the interviewee? Or will there be an interviewer running the interview? As a result, the way you write the rule should correspond to the context. Finally, and this is one of the most common traps during our first day of training, when writing rules, always consider the nature, the type of the attributes you are using. In this example, the order's status is completed. At first glance, it appears to be perfectly acceptable. It will, however, result in it being used as a Boolean. The order status is either completed or is not completed. The word is, being a verb, that is how it will be interpreted. This may work fine to begin with during your tests, but later you may discover that the status has several different statuses. Perhaps more appropriate, and once again you will need to verify in your entity model, is to ensure that this particular attribute is a text attribute, so that you can compare to different text attributes. That's it for this time. See you next week.